Hello, I'm Christine O'Donovan, Chair of Mason Hayes and Kern. Support for the visual arts is very important to us, and for many years now, at this time of year, we will be preparing for our Christmas art exhibition. The exhibition gives us the opportunity to showcase artwork from a number of young and emerging artists. This year, for the first time, we are taking our exhibition online. And we're very pleased to bring you 7 very talented and a diverse group of artists. The short video that follows will give you a flavour of that work, and I hope you will enjoy it and tempted to purchase. So with that, enjoy and a very Merry Christmas.
Hi, my name is Stephen Doyle. I'm a visual artist based in Backwater Studios in Cork. I'm also a graduate of Crawford College of Art and Design. My work pertains to queer culture, the documentation of LGBTQ+ identity, as well as exploring queer theory through figurative painting and installation. I'm the recipient of 2 international art awards, the first being the Ashurst Emerging Artist Prize and the Sunny Art Prize. I've also been shortlisted for the Zurich Portrait Prize in the National Gallery. The work submitted was later acquired by the Crawford Art Gallery in Cork for the National Collection, making it the first piece to openly discuss queer and trans identity in Irish history. Most recently, I've returned from a residency in the Harmony Art Gallery in Shanghai and just completed my 5th solo exhibition in the Triskel titled Numb. I'm also the recipient of the Visual Arts Bursary from the Arts Council for the upcoming year.
Hello everyone, my name is Jordan. I'm originally from County Laois and I'm now based in Limerick City. I am a painter and a printmaker. I recently graduated from Limerick School of Art and Design with an honours degree in fine art, specialising in print contemporary practice. My work has always revolved around the landscape. I've grown up in an active and adventurous family, always doing something, kayaking, canoeing, so I've been involved in the outdoors from a noticeably young age, and it was just natural that my artwork followed suit. I explore rural and wild Irish landscapes. I always take note of things like colours, textures, shapes, as well as my experiences and emotions out there. Making work back in the studio, whether it's a printmaking studio or my own home studio, I take all these little pieces of information and try to interpret them in an abstract way.
My name is Matias. I'm an oil painter based in Dublin. I've been painting full-time for 14 years now. I studied architecture in college, which influences my subject and approach to painting. I work from photographs I take around the city at night mostly. The places I photograph are empty of people and moving cars. They're usually neglected or mundane places, sometimes quite busy junctions, but at a moment of silence. I look for locations where light plays a prominent role in the perception of the place. I'll take a lot of photographs, trying out different compositions in the same location. I'll crop them in different ways to try bring out different aspects of the place or the compositions. Eventually I'll get one that's good enough to paint from. When I'm painting, the process is quite slow and precise. It's an act of intense observation rather than overt expression. The final paintings become very particular documents of locations, directing the viewer's attention to these overlooked places, and they can provoke a familiar and maybe uneasy sense of place.
My name is Marigo Banks and welcome to my studio. Come on in. Over here is where I hang the drawings as they're done, and to decide which ones I'm going to frame and which ones are going into the bin. Back here I have paintings that are framed and ready to go. It's a bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle, and it's only with the last mark that I make that it falls into place. It no longer annoys me, and that's when I'm happy with the piece. With drawings, I mainly work in charcoal and pastels and these wonderful water-soluble wax crayons, and I use Fabriano paper for these drawings. Paintings, it's oil paintings, which I use good quality oil paints on canvas. My work can be seen in the Solomon Gallery, and COVID permitting, I will be having a solo show there next summer. So thank you very much for your interest and for taking time to look at my work. Thank you.
My name is Rachel Clark. I'm a contemporary artist. I'm originally from County Meath. I'm now based in a studio in Dublin. My work is primarily concerned with the human condition, human experience, quite raw, quite emotional. They definitely imbue a lot of anxiety, and sometimes I notice that people kind of almost see them as a reflection, or they can see some part of themselves in it. I want it to be this experiential thing for people where it just envelops them and they really glean something from it and they can maybe relate to it or they can empathise with it.
My name is OHara and I'm a visual artist based in Cork City. My practice is an exploration of print, photography and painting. I tend to explore each process by experimenting and then merging techniques. Primarily I use screen print to fulfill my ideas. The focal point of my work is to encourage the viewer to change how they see the world around them, playing with the idea of nature, reclaiming abandoned spaces and also the containment of nature. My aim is to highlight the strain between man-made and the natural environment, which invites the viewer to question the loss of our natural environment, the impact we are having on it and how this in turn affects us. My style of print has evolved by deconstructing and rebuilding through collage, highlighting encounters I've had with surroundings in Ireland and abroad. Colour is integral to my work. It depicts the battle between natural and unnatural, as well as expressing the urgency of the theme. I use layers of colour to build shade, to create depth and texture. Layering colour is trial and error, building upon each layer with the final result having photographic resemblances. The outcome of each print has contrast in colour, plant motifs and the balance between light and dark.
Having grown up in Ireland's premier fishing port on the northwest coast of Donegal, I am passionate about the sea and aim to mirror its ferocity and calm through the manipulation of my chosen mediums to explore concepts of depth and rhythm. Growing up surrounded by the sea has instilled in me a passion for its character. My pieces are inspired by the vastness of the ocean and the intimacy of our diverse shorelines. They harness the intrinsic beauty of glass predominantly to capture transient moments of tidal movement, enticing the viewer to peer into their depths. I work predominantly with glass, steel and bronze, and I'm drawn to them for their unique manipulative states while molten, blowing and casting by way of lost wax technique into hand-built molds to describe oceanic movements and elements. It is my goal to challenge the parameters of these materials and to engage people to experience them as large-scale installations in new scenarios using traditional means.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna May and I'm an artist/student at the moment. I had my first solo show in March this year, just before the COVID lockdown, and then during the summertime I was in the graphic studio gallery with my friend Ribson in the Human Art Exhibition along with 20 others. So it was a brilliant privilege to be part of it.
Hi, I'm Eileen OSullivan and you're very welcome to my studio. I am here in Dublin on North Great Georgia Street and this is my studio. This is where I work from. I work in oil paints, as you can see. I work on a few different pieces at the same time. I work a lot from photographs, so I have lots of photograph albums. This one is artist research, so I'll use these as references. They're things that I've seen.